We all seem like a very group of shy individuals.
I'm usually really shy, so I'll try.
Can you hear me? Thank you for being here. And we're going to get to know each other and chat, so no agenda. So let's start by, if you can tell me a little bit about you, what you do, each one of you.
Sounds good.
Okay, and apparently we have 5 hours to finish, and we'll finish in 5 hours, so that will be okay. Okay, so go ahead, start.
Sure. My name is Anusha. I am in my second year of the +1 BSMPH program. So I just graduated with my BS in health sciences, and now I'm gonna be graduating with a master's in public health at the end of this year.
So why did you want to do a +1?
I just thought it was a great opportunity. I wanted to stay with Bouvet in particular, and I thought that it would be a good use of the 5 years. I was doing my undergrad in 4, so I just thought I'd stay for an extra and get another degree.
That's wonderful.
Hey, President Aoun. My name is Juan Pablo. I'm originally from Colombia, but I grew up here in the U.S.
Where in Colombia?
Medellin.
Medellin. I went to Bogota. I didn't go to Medellin.
I haven't been to Bogota.
Oh, you haven't been to
Not yet.
Bogota? I'll show you Bogota if you show me Medellin.
Sounds good. Sounds like a plan.
Okay, great.
I've always had a passion for entrepreneurship, so I decided to join the Idea Club at Northeastern.
What is IDEA? Could you explain to the listeners?
It's a venture accelerator. They help you get through certain stages, which is ready, set, go. And throughout these stages, they help you plan your idea, make it into something viable that can make profit, and then helps you launch it.
That's wonderful. And hello.
Hello, it's wonderful to meet you. My name is Alyssa Pasco. I am in my 4th and final year at Northeastern, double majoring in international affairs and politics, philosophy, economics. I've also picked up a couple minors along the way in global health, history, and law and public policy.
You picked up on your way. You too, you mentioned that. So is it easy or difficult to pick up things? Is it easy? Yeah?
It's pretty easy.
Where are you from?
So I'm originally from a suburb of Detroit, but I also spent some time growing up overseas in Sao Paulo, Brazil, and Shanghai, China.
Do you speak Portuguese?
My Portuguese is pretty awful. I can understand it decently, but my Mandarin is much stronger.
So,
Yeah, my name's Miday. I'm a second year. I'm studying psychology, and I plan to declare a minor in political science and in health psychology. I'm a member of the women's basketball team here. I'm the co-president of the Northeastern University Black Athlete Caucus. That's why I have my I Matter shirt and my vote mask, to promote the voting initiative we have here.
so what's the responsibility of a co-president?
To act as the voice of Black student athletes at Northeastern. I want every Black athlete at Northeastern involved, and I want this to be a long conversation. I want to collaborate with other groups on campus. I want to collaborate with other students, just be a presence.
Is it easy to be a leader? That's my question.
It's a big responsibility, but I think I'm up for it. I was happy to step up to the plate, and it's a challenge that I think, I'm young, and it's a challenge that, I think as young people we have a voice, and it's good for us to use it.
What about you?
My name is Kaleem Ahmed. I'm in the second last semester of my Master's of Public Health. I double majored in philosophy and health science, and I graduated in May. Other than that, I'm a research assistant for a couple of professors doing work on campus, and I also recently started working for a research institute at Oxford University.
What's next after you finish?
So I'm currently in the process of applying to PhD programs.
So you want the PhD to become an academic, or you want a practitioner to become a practitioner?
An academic and a researcher, so...
That's great. That's wonderful. Do you want to become a president one day?
The president of...
Of the university?
I won't rule it out.
Okay. And what about you?
Nice to see you again. I don't know if
Great
you
to see
remember
you.
me.
Yes, absolutely.
My name is Gabe Garcia. I'm a 5th year studying politics, philosophy, and economics and communication studies. I'm really excited to be graduating this semester in 4.5. I also have a minor in women's gender and sexuality studies, and I'm concentrating in PPE in public and economic policy.
So where did you do your co-op?
So I ended up working in marketing and public relations at a law firm here in Boston. I enjoyed the job, I enjoyed the people, but I didn't enjoy the environment. Then I ended up finding a diversity, equity, and inclusion role. As a queer person, as a queer student, as a Latinx person, I was really interested in trying to make sure that my communities were being represented. And so I took this job at a marketing consulting firm, not knowing anything, and ended up falling in love. There's an entire, sector where it's just about making people feel like they belong and they're welcome. So I'm really happy to have really found this passion, and I wouldn't have found it without co-op.
So we decided very early on to open the campus in the fall. And this was based on various considerations. One is the fact that the pandemic was going to be with us for a long time. It's endemic. The other is we talked to many students, and the students said, look, we want to come back. And so you all could have stayed at home. The overwhelming majority of students are here. Why did you come back?
For me, definitely, these past few months, not even just the pandemic, just in general, it's been trying times. This whole social justice movement reigniting itself, the killing of George Floyd in May, it's just been a lot. And I think being back at school in an environment that I'm comfortable to study in, it's good to have, something that's comfortable.
So for me, there are really just so many communities that I'm a part of, both at Northeastern and within Boston, that are really just so important to my mental well-being, but they're also just, a great atmosphere.
I feel safer here than I did at home, like so much safer here than I did at home. I didn't have the same access to testing there. It brings me such peace of mind, and I've been very pleasantly surprised with how well things have been run.
Yeah, actually, many of the students are telling us the same thing, that they feel way safer here because of the testing every 3 days, etc. If you were a freshman starting here, how you make friends in this environment? So it's for all of us. How do you go about it? What's your advice?
I'll start. A way that I made friends, and I think people can still make friends during COVID, is by joining clubs and organizations, because there's still a lot going on campus. Everyone is feeling that way. Everyone is wanting more connection. And so I think just being open and trying things out is a good way to kind of make new friends, meet new people.
Yeah, the clubs, actually, that's a great idea.
So I think that there's definitely a lot of ways that I've engaged with incoming students. One particular way has been as a department peer mentor for incoming students in the PPE program. So I mentor 7 different incoming students who are brand new to Northeastern this semester, helping connect them with different opportunities.
That's great, that's wonderful. So what's the value of co-op for you? What has been the value of co-op?
I think through my 2 co-ops, I learned really valuable things. The first co-op was I learned exactly what I didn't want to do. I learned that I didn't
That's important.
Yeah, it's probably more important than the co-op I enjoyed.
That's great.
I would say my first experience in co-op was a good one, because scary one too, because they just threw me in the fire. I remember going in and they were like, all right, Juan, I need you to make these parts and I need them by this and then. I work well under pressure, and so just having that management push me and challenge me to be better and make these things and grow and develop allowed me to have a good experience on co-op.
So I know students often talk about the amazing co-op program, and definitely co-op is incredible. I've had 2 really amazing co-ops and so many experiences that have taught me more about professionalism and also what I want to do with my life. But I think another really great highlight about Northeastern is research opportunities for undergraduate students. As a student in CSSH, I've had so many different opportunities to engage in research in so many areas that I've been passionate about.
If you want to talk about Northeastern to somebody from outside Northeastern, a student considering coming here, what do you say?
Where do you start? I think that's one of the first things. So I'm a college ambassador for the College of Social Sciences and Humanities. So I'm the one that's making a lot of calls to students, trying to convince them, answer their questions. I think a lot of students talk about co-op. One of the huge reasons I came here was co-op. As well as my majors, very specific. Politics, philosophy, and economics is not a program that a lot of universities offer.
My perspective of Northeastern has only gotten more positive as I've been here, especially because I just recently graduated. A lot of my friends have had a little bit of a harder time with the job search post-graduation compared to a lot of my peers from Northeastern. I'm lucky because I chose to not stop going to school, but a lot of my peers at Northeastern found full-time job offers from their co-op or from an internship experience that they were exposed to because of a co-op.
So what's your advice to your parents? Not only advice, whatever you want to say.
I would say I know a lot of parents are anxious about the idea of sending their child somewhere during a pandemic. And I think we've all said, we're safe here. We are all doing our part to protect the pack. And I think, frankly, as I said earlier, this is a safer place to be than a lot of other places. And so I would just say to any Northeastern parent, do not worry, we have it handled.
Great.
So I think these are really uncertain times, and I really want to thank my parents and really all the parents that have made all of these sacrifices to keep us safe and to really look out for us, because no one knew this was coming. And second thing I wanted to add, that we are really on the forefront of experiencing this pandemic and what's going on. So like you said, President Aoun, we have the capability to make sure that things change and that things are implemented for the future to be changed.
One of the main reasons we wanted to reopen is because we didn't want your generation to be a lost generation. The importance of the community, the importance of the engagement with the community, the looking at the problems at all levels and how can I play a role. And the future is in your hands. That has been very powerful and frankly also very moving. Can you tell when a person who has a mask is smiling?
Yeah.
I've been smiling the whole time.
It was great. It was great being with you.